Greetings, fellow conquerors, and welcome back to Great Britain here in EU4. This is darkfireslide, and I'm fairly certain that the last episode was lost because EU4 crashed right as an autosave happened. And if that happens again, I'm going to be a little bit frustrated if I'm being 100% honest. It is not. My computer is not seeming to like me this morning, which is a shame. It happens. I probably need to restart it, but here we are. I wanted to record an episode anyway. So anyway, quick recap. What happened? We unlocked the next tech to get an idea group. I had a long debate with myself over whether or not we should take expansion or exploration ideas, and in the end, I think I'm just going to go with exploration ideas. And there are two reasons. First of all, it costs diplomatic points, which I don't feel like are as valuable, at least not to me, as the other options available to us. Like, I don't feel like they're as valuable as admin and military points. We could pass the Blasphemy Act. Missionary strength up and tolerance of heretics down. Let's just... I'm not really... What? Embrace Icelandic identity. Have less cities than 4. Owned Reykjavik and Akureyri. Country changes to Iceland. Lose 100% autonomy and... 4 provinces, gain 1 base tax. I've never seen this before. That's amazing. That is actually amazing. I want to read the description for that. Oh my god. Circumstances have conspired to make our Icelandic holdings the foremost part of our country. Let us embrace this new identity as an Icelandic country and strengthen the local institutions, entrenching our own rule over the island. Wow. You gotta love Iceland. I don't think we can get out of this battle either. But yeah, quick recap of last episode. Basically, we started a war with the French. And we're beating them, unsurprisingly. Milan, of course, posing the biggest threat out of everyone here. And of course, for some reason, rather than defend his own country, he's more preoccupied with coming to beat up my army. I mean, good on him. He's depleted a good amount of my manpower, but, you know, we're Britain. Our manpower is basically limitless. Well, maybe not our manpower, but our money and resources are basically limitless. We'll go ahead. It is showing me that I do need more, more barracks, and especially because we're going to need to probably improve manpower, just because we really need another military idea. Like, I actually really wanted to pick one up at this tech level, but the problem is that we really wanted to get exploration so we could start colonizing. Because look at all this empty land over here that nobody is colonizing, and we certainly don't want the Spanish to do that. I mean, the Spanish are our faithful allies and all that, but we also don't want them to have our land. You know, proper British land on the other side of the ocean here. It looks like I am going to have to reset my peace deal because the game crashed. And we're looking to get 41 aggressive expansion, which, you know, it seems like we get this really threatening coalition out of it, but really the only two nations in it that are any threat at all are Austria and Milan. And we've just beaten the Austrians. One thing we are terrified of is an alliance between the Austrians and the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. I don't know why these two haven't rivaled each other yet, or why they haven't allied each other yet, considering they have so much in common, but I'm not really going to complain about it. Now, I want to look at the Ottomans real quick. Let's see, Ottomans. The Ottomans have 859 development, so they are a very strong nation. They are very large. I think we go ahead and improve relations with them, although actually, I'm not really interested in an alliance with them because they are rival to the Spanish, and the Spanish are a better ally for us right now. The Spanish do appear to be losing a battle here. The Milanese is really putting up a fight. 40 military power for 134 ducats, sure. Now, the Spanish did lose a battle there against the Milanese. The Milanese being a very tough foe indeed. Alright, 40 more points across the board thanks to the printing press. Good stuff. I think we got a stack wipe there. I think so. It's looking like it. Nice. Very nice. Not sure what the Spanish are doing here. Maybe they feel like they can win this siege. But every battle they lose, they'll just keep giving us more war score, so can't really complain. Though the manpower situation is getting pretty dire. $34,000 manpower in the hole. Woohoo! They are relatively close to accepting our completely reasonable, by the way, peace deal. And of course, the longer we hold on to these provinces, the better shape we'll be in. Where is the Spanish army going? Oh, he's currently helping the Portuguese to defeat their rebels. They've got a massive amount of pretender rebels. You know, it's always the worst thing when you are have a really terrible king, and your ally decides to come over and stop the pretenders from saving your country from yourself, basically. It's just the worst, you know. Thanks, ally. Thanks for helping me with my rebel problem. Not that I needed it. And then, of course, when you do actually need help with rebels, they just don't do anything. Milan is starting to be at medium enthusiasm, but I don't think he's ready to peace out of the war yet. And it's fine if not. We're just mostly trying to get France to capitulate. You know, their land is fully occupied. He's at 18 war exhaustion. He refuses to give us, you know, accede to our completely reasonable demands. Completely reasonable. Not really a fan of how the Spanish are handling the situation. We're so close to getting them to peace out. Now, what if we got someone like Salzburg to peace out? He's not really interested in peace. They're probably going to, unfortunately, take this fort back. Let's see, it was Bourgogne? Bourgogne? I think was how somebody told me to pronounce it. How about now? Yeah, he would accept, so screw you, Milan. Alright. It seems like a bigger coalition than it really is. But let's go ahead. Because I think we have a truce with Austria for 3 more years. And then, of course, the Gascons will... Oh, we are once again the league leader. Very nice. Now, I want to know, how many troops does Sweden actually have? And what is their force limit, specifically? I need to know how much they can actually fight here. Because we're looking to do the League War, but the question is going to be, you know, do we actually want to do the League War? Sweden has 342 development, which is pretty solid. And their army, force limit of 27, but 27 Swedish troops. And they have defensive ideas, because Because Defensive Ideas is the best idea group in the game, and everyone takes it for that reason. Except us, because we're silly. And we're also rich and have a lot of troops, so we don't really need the morale as much. We are going to go ahead and, I think, kick up the speed, just because, let's see, first of all, how long of a truce do we have with France? Until 1585. Sure. But we are going to go ahead and kick up the speed. It's entirely possible and conceivable that we do get a coalition here. For 5 years, gain 10 unrest. I don't think any of them are about to rise up. No. So, we'll just ignore them, because autonomy sucks. Let's see. Gascony, we'll go ahead and maintain the diplomat. I want to maintain a diplomat with the Spanish as well. And the Swedish. Let's just take this time to improve relations while we let the game kind of fly by here. Oh, the Papal State is now attacking France. We are still 22k in the hole, which is going to be quite a lot. Neither Protestant nor Catholic. Oh, right. Still the same event with Sweden, where we're apparently just gaining things over and over again. See, they're likely to rise up here in Cahors, so we're going to move in an army to potentially stop this stack. Hey! They accept. We get 10 prestige, and Great Britain's opinion goes up by 60. Not that our opinion really matters, but... Well, I mean, my opinion matters, but the English people, well, it's a different story. Rouge. These silly French provinces that have almost no consonants. Oh, right there. Okay. The newly conquered still having a little bit of resentment to towards their station. So I didn't know this, and somebody pointed this out in a recent episode. Your advisors can actually be from any part of your empire, which is pretty awesome, I think. And our force limit is now 111. Oh my goodness. I did forget to give this army a general. Gascony is offering to become a march. And in return, I would offer that they stop asking to become a march. We do, unfortunately, lose more manpower there. Not that much, though. And thankfully, playing on speed 5 is going to let us, you know, just recover quickly and, you know, kind of blow through the less interesting parts of, you know, any campaign. Now, I believe we already have a marketplace. We do not have a marketplace in Co, which is an estuary. So we are going to go ahead and build a marketplace here and get some more trade income. And then I also want to build another barracks, just so we have even more manpower. And Orléans seems like a really great province. 875 more max manpower. Good stuff. We do gain 678 a month, which is really good. Alright, Spain is maxed out. Very nice. We've gained conquest against Champagne. However, I don't think I take that war just because the aggressive expansion would be a little bit too much. But then again, he also doesn't have any allies. Oh, it's free land. Now, Milan is still friendly towards us, despite the aggressive expansion situation. If you look here, let's take a look again. So, you know, it still seems that the main person we would have to worry about in a coalition would be Austria. The Papal State is kind of large, and if we look at the Papal State, it's the... They do have a force limit of 31,000 troops, which is nothing to sneeze at, of course. They don't have defensive ideas, though, which is pretty cool. For us, anyway. I can't say no to that much land for free. It's 18 development. I have to. Alright, let's go squish their army. Now, it does make me uncomfortable that anytime we start a war, that Bohemia becomes the leader. Not really a fan of that. Coalition looking more or less the same as it was before. I don't think they have any money since they just spawned. Yeah, they got 65 ducats. Nothing really that impressive, but hey, we get more French land, which of course we're going to go ahead and core. Now, if we look at our states and territories map mode here, pretty much almost everything we have is thankfully a state. Yeah, we'll take 5 prestige. Burgundy exists once again. They've been mourned by Austria. That's amazing. We are still guaranteeing the independence of Holland, who loves us because we're guaranteeing him. They are a duchy, it's worth mentioning. And I don't know, because the situation is so weird here in the Netherlands, I don't know how it's going to turn out when the Netherlands do actually spawn. So we'll be keeping an eye out for that. We're going to fabricate a claim on the newly formed Burgundy. Wow, 0.03 autonomy change in Lancashire from the end of the game. That's pretty ridiculous. And we lose their seat in Parliament. Or we could lose stability and get unrest. Let's take the stability hit. 'Cause that's it's one of our best provinces, you know? 15 development. One of our better provinces, anyway. Oh yeah, and they lose their seat in Parliament. Can I just give it back? The answer is yes. What a stupid event. What a stupid event. Apparently Denmark had royal he had a royal marriage. No, he apparently had religious turmoil, and the King of Denmark now lives in Bornholm. But he's having a nice, cushy vacation there. And yeah, I'm glad we're playing on Speed 5 because this situation is, you know, not nearly as interesting as some of the other ones we've been in. We're going to fabricate a claim on Burgundy. I doubt anyone's even going to, like, give him an alliance. I do want to wait, like, a little bit longer. Oh, hey. Pause the game. Okay, here we go. The Netherlands have spawned. Apparently. Our truce with Austria has expired. The Netherlands break free. They cite independence. The Papal State has formed into a coalition. And we could ally the Netherlands. They are allied with Spain as well. So yeah, I say we do it. Oh. Now, we did get a... Oh, Bar has entered the coalition. You know, I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, I don't know if this is such a good idea. At war with Austria, Liège, Corsica, Poland, Moldavia, Lithuania, Flanders, Munster, Venice, Lubeck, Brandenburg, the Livonian Order. Oh, why? See, you know, I was saying that, and now why is the Polish Commonwealth in this war? Is it just because they oppose their existence? Is that why? I don't know. We don't have any manpower. This war seems stupid anyway. I'm sorry. I think we gotta decline. Because even fully formed, the Netherlands will have maybe 40,000 troops. Which is just, it's not enough. It's really not enough. I gotta decline. We're not in a position to really be doing that. So, basically just lost 25 prestige there, but not really much we can do there. They're gonna get wrecked. Oh, Holland joins the Republic. Yep, for all the fat lot of good it's gonna do them. Spain, unfortunately, did join the war. It's a bad idea. It was a bad idea, Spain. I know it was against your rivals, but it was a bad idea. Oh, we need another seat of parliament. We have one in Nantes, Paris, Kent, London, Oxfordshire, Yorkshire, Lothian, Ayrshire, Cork, Kings County, and another. Wait, what? Oh, I thought we had 2 in Lancashire, and I'm just like, excuse you? Let's see, where would be a good province for this? Orléans seems pretty good. Yeah, sure, let's go with Orléans. Okay, and let's start a debate. So we get an extra diplomat, spy network construction, recruitment time. Regiment cost sounds pretty good. Yeah, I say we go with expand the army. Currently only a 25% chance to make it happen here. We'll go ahead and spend 20 military power. Sure, we'll spend some money. 16 admin seems reasonable. 5 legitimacy also seems reasonable. And 10 church power. And 87% should do us fairly well there. And now we're going to watch the Austrians get, or the Spanish get smashed as the Netherlands die horribly. I mean, really, like, what could we have done against this? We have almost no manpower. Oh, Champagnian separatists. Okay. Well, we currently have no general at all, so let's roll a new one. He's a 3-2. Which is okay. I don't think there's a way we can get to Champagne without taking a river crossing, so we're just going to go ahead and take the river crossing. I will reinforce with another army, just in case. Though it looks like they'll be fine. Yeah. Someone came and helped us with our rebels anyway. Ooh, 22 separatists in Calais. Well, we'll fight them. We'll give the leader to this army. So basically the Netherlands are dead. And one thing I'm really worried about here is that we're going to lose our alliance with the Spanish. Because the Austrians will, like, just break it, basically. And it also does make me really nervous as to how the League War would probably go. We do get Army is Grand, which is pretty great. Anyway, this seems like a good place to stop the episode, and it's right on time anyway, so thank you for watching, thank you for joining me, my fellow Britishman, and I'll see you on the next one.